You've been busy, but have you seen my new semi build?
No, I've not.
I
Did you
I
post it already?
Yeah, I posted a couple of videos, but it's just so fun. I never thought I would have so much fun shooting a semi, but
They are
they're
fun,
good.
man.
Yeah, man.
They are fun, man.
It's like a 90% kid build. The only thing that's
Oh,
not kid is
nice,
the receiver.
nice.
It's a Delas receiver.
Yeah,
So I brought that out last weekend to do some testing. I just got the barrel, and it's a hoot to shoot. It is so much
yeah,
fun. Yeah.
nice. And that I had the same experience. So we have that custom Delask
Hmm.
build, the kit everything basically built around the Tough 22. That's a shooter, man. And then what did I shoot a couple of weeks ago? Oh yeah, one of the Maple Seed IITs, Fyodor brought his gray birch fusion in
That's right.
a Victor Titan. That thing, oh, I never wanted to steal a rifle so badly in my life. That thing,
It's funny because I have a gray birch and a
yeah.
Victor Titan.
Yes, I mean, I tried it. It just fit me like a glove. I was laying down, cloverleaf groups cold out of that thing. So
Yeah, the gray
yeah,
birch rifle is like the perfect maple seed rifle because of the
I think
weight
so.
and
Yeah,
it's accurate. Yeah, it's
yeah.
awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a full build internal. I don't know if it's a full internals. But we've been stress testing the foundation chassis. That thing is pretty good because it's fairly adjustable. I mean, the only
And
downside is it's Allen screw
yeah,
adjusted instead of just knob. That's the only thing for Maple Seed. It would be perfect.
I actually
So
asked Gray Birch about that if they were willing to do a thumb screw instead, but they
yeah,
said they want to keep that as the hardware for weight because it's such a lightweight chassis.
yeah,
Um,
but it's not that heavy.
I know, but that was what they told me. And the other thing that I really like about the foundation is that the length
Yeah,
of pull is can be set fairly short for the shorter shooters.
yeah,
A lot of stocks, the length of pull is just too long for like youth and
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And some guys, so as long as so the only downside of that whole 1022 world is there's not enough rail to get your scope forward, so it artificially shortens your length of pull for some taller shooters because of the eye
Right.
relief.
Well, that's why the Delas receiver is so nice because you have that like 1 inch of
Yeah,
overhang at the
yeah.
front. I noticed Gray Birch doesn't do that, so
No, no, and that's probably a suggestion for next time. Like just get an extra
yeah,
inch and a half on there and you're done. But that's retooling. Or just put a cantilever scope mount on it. But
yeah.
yeah,
But the thing with cantilever mounts is it's hard to find one low enough because a lot of them are
yeah,
AR height, right?
yeah, yep,
And
yep.
then you're breaking your
For
shape bump.
for perfect lower, 1/3
Yeah,
co-witness.
or lower 1/3 for those.
Low, yeah, for those video guys.
Come on, Rick. Lower 1/3 is all the
Lower
hype these
thirds,
days. Yeah. If
lower
you're just at
thirds.
a co-witness, that's like so like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and that's where I'm from. Evening guys, evening Rob, evening Dan. Who is Facebook user? Sometimes we don't know who they are. Do you know who
Evening.
that?
Yeah, I don't know who
Evening.
that is.
It's because they're on sneaky.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could just open up a Facebook
Yeah, I
post and
guess I could
see.
do that too. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna sneak up. We got a couple of minutes before we go live. Oh, Ben is out milling. Sorry, I'm just catching up on Facebook while
Oh,
we're on.
it's Carlos.
Oh, Carlos, what's up,
Yeah.
dude? Carlos, did you register for the Easterns? I don't remember seeing your name there. No big deal if you didn't. It's pretty late in the season. It's pretty challenging, but we're almost sold out. We're almost at, I think, 50, over 50. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, so he's eager beaver.
Oh, he's the first to sign up, guys. That's awesome.
Nice. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta do some squatting for people. Yeah, squads are growing bigger and bigger. They're busting over the limits because people want to shoot with people. Oh, these social shooters, they're cluttering up my squads.
Recognize your
Filipinos,
fellow Filipino.
Filipinos gotta represent, man. Hey Kim, how's it going, buddy? Just shot with Kim on the weekend.
Nice. Hi, Kim.
Hey Kim, thanks again for all your help. He was first one to leave, first one to come, last one to leave. It's like it was dark. It was dark when he showed up, dark when he left. Awesome. Kim, thank you so much.
The sun is setting early these days too.
Apparently we are live now. So let me hit the intros, and then we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hang on, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Rimfire Nation Podcast, episode 31, I think, unless I've got a numbering problem. It's your host, Rickster, from, where am I? I'm in the Walmart parking lot in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and joining me is Matt Huey, Mr. Womfat.
Yeah, that's right.
Good evening, Matt. How are things going, buddy?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Having a good week?
Good week. I was just telling you before you went live, I went to shoot this afternoon. And I was testing the new Voodoo part that has solved my ejection issues entirely. So it is now a 100% functional rifle I can use at matches.
Nice. And you're getting the full 360 now.
Yeah, exactly. The full 360.
The full 360. Full 360 VR. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to run that a little more, and then I'll use it for the finale as long as it doesn't blow up or something.
It's not going to blow up. Did you ever put that on a Crony, see what kind of SDs and ESs you were getting with that?
Oh yeah, every time. Pretty good. I would say I'm just listening to the car drive by you or something.
Sorry. I'm
okay.
literally, I parked too close to the entrance door, so it's like,
oh, I see.
I made a mistake because I was too lazy because I had to do some shopping. So
I'm shooting long range match SK stuff out of it mostly, and it's getting good SDs anywhere. I usually see 6 to 8 SD.
Nice.
Which is anything under 10 I'll take to a match all day long.
So. Yeah. For sure. And you're getting just under 1100 for velocity?
Today it was 11 or 12 degrees, and I was croning at 1187, like just under 1190. Yeah, so it's
speedy.
Or sorry, not 1197, 1097. So
okay.
Under 11. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, just under.
Yeah,
so, wow.
Perfect.
That's a tight chamber.
Yeah, no. It's not above 1100. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good. Because I was shooting. What was I shooting? I was shooting melee match pistol out of the Voodoo. I was getting 1030 on the weekend, which the difference from your velocity to mine is 5 mil at 400.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, and I know
it's
that
quite a bit.
Rifle match, which is what I shoot in my CZ, usually is a lot slower in the Voodoo.
Yeah,
it's around 1030 as well. So
yeah. I guess they just have sloppy chambers.
I think CZ factory barrels have a tighter bore. Everything in them shoots faster.
Yeah,
so.
That's what I understand. I might just have to bring out the old X rifle. Well, it's still my rifle. None of these are really my rifle. The only rifle I paid for is my CZ457.
I was going to say the 457 is your rifle.
Is my rifle. That is my rifle. So I'm just. We agreed to see other shooters and rifles. It's a very open relationship I have with my CZ. It's what is it? It's the lifestyle.
Your 457 has been unwillingly pushed into that lifestyle.
Yeah.
After all your other rifles came in.
Yeah, and I upgraded so much, and then, so what happened was, a new hotness arrived in the form of that wrought iron Ripley Dipley Voodoo with a purple Cerakote with a Leupold Mark 5 HC, and that was the killer combination. Those two things said, we're just gonna have to try this out. Long-term testing, I guess, is what we're calling it right now. So. Let's do the Tesro just arrived. 1 second, because we gotta check it out. There's some stuff there. There's always stuff there.
Hi Kelly. She says hi on Facebook.
Oh, hey Kelly. Toot. Trailer cast, yes indeed. So what's up with Tesro just arrived? So if you're a knife guy, Victorinox has some cool. Paring knives. These aren't just paring knives; they're good. They don't have a clip, so it's not really an EDC. But I know that Horny Resupplies is there, so get them while you can. From what I understand, actually, some of these are pre-order. From what I understand, components are difficult to get, if not going to be impossible over the next little while. So, if you are planning to reload, now is the time to stock up. I think the big news recently was the Marginet Metalworks being stocked at Tesro. If you haven't checked out some of the bits and pieces, they're probably some of the finest engineered and best finished accessories currently available out there, period. And I know he's actively looking for input, and I think you chimed in on some of those rail designs that he was asking for input on.
Yeah, he was asking about if people like the overhang off the forend, and
Yes.
I personally have that on. If I want more rail space, it's such an easy way to do it.
Yeah, well, it's solid. I'm sure he's going to make it thick enough that it's not going to flex.
Oh yeah,
But,
it wouldn't flex.
Yeah, it wouldn't flex.
I
Perfect.
actually haven't tried his stuff yet, but when I see it, I'm gonna take a little look see.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, the Rimfire Nation Podcast is probably brought to you by Tesro.ca, a family-run organization, Canadians through and through, and genuine nice guys that have your best interests at heart. So thanks, Asmir and Miriam. What else is there? I think that's it. Yeah. So let's catch up on things. So oh man, what a weekend that was. Probably, I think I posted, it's the most fun match I've shot in a while, the 2-day Western Championships. Every year it's like a big family reunion.
Don't worry, Rick. We'll make sure the Eastern is a little bit more fun for you.
I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Oh, man. Bryson Dodwell. I met Bryson 2 years ago at Campbell River. Like, he was a brand new shooter. He just got into it. And he was super keen. So he was shooting a CZ457 Royal or Royale.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice wooden stock one, and now he's chassied up the wazoo, and I can't remember if it's a CZ or not.
Okay.
I think it might still be, but he's got every bolt on available. He's like, I think he's got the stopwatch on his scope as well, so or his timer on his scope as well. So
Yeah.
he's pretty serious. And where did he finish? I'm curious to see where he finished, because what's important. Let me just check here. And I only found this out after. Sorry, let me just scores. KTSA. See where he ended up. I think he had a great match. Came in fifth.
Nice.
Yes. He is shooting Vortex Diamondback Tactical. Respect.
Hey, man. If you
Respect,
practice
man.
and you make it work,
So
you ain't gonna hold you back.
Yeah, so the guys that feel that the Diamondback Tactical, or not that scope, but a production level scope is holding you back, it ain't your optics, buddy. He's making it work, and we were shooting out to 300, and it's tricky, near far kind of targets, left, right, teeny tiny.
He must be really good at math.
It was a brutal match, man. We put steel out, like we pushed out 25 meters more than usual, and probably dropped the size down. So the largest target we had was a 2/3 Zipstick, and that was out of 300, almost 300 meters. And we were shooting like 4 inches at 185.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun. What was the wind doing?
Everything but steady. It was brutal. I think the hit percent was just over 50 for the winner.
Jeez, that's brutal.
It's crazy, but it was fun though. The stage designs, and Bryson did a lot of these. So, but everyone was just, everyone had a great attitude. It was just a super fun day.
I mean, in the end, obviously it's fair because everyone's shooting the same course of fire, but you'd have to think just over 50% for the winner is a bit low.
Yeah,
like,
maybe 60%. It was 123 over 215. Yeah, that's just over 50.
Yeah, I think usually the winner percentage is like closer to 80, 85.
Yeah. Like the wins were brutal. On the KYL stage, somebody would hold on the big plate and end up hitting 2 plates down.
2 plates over.
Yeah, 2 plates over. So everyone was laying up on the KYL in the afternoon. It was gusty because when we were shooting, it was dead flat, right? So we were just rocking and rolling, going for it.
That's funny. It's funny because sometimes you think to yourself like, oh man, like I wish I started on that particular stage.
Yeah.
Calm in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you get to another stage and you're like, well, everyone is eventually going to get screwed
exactly.
or something.
So we had a whole bunch, and we're gonna have this at the Easterns, double prone KYL. It's double KYL. So,
KYL. Okay.
So we have a big KYL rack at 125 and a small KYL rack at 50.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh no, we actually brought it in to 35. So you got to go far near on the big.
So big, and then.
Yeah.
Is it lose your points if you miss?
Yep, lose your points if you miss.
Yeah, I'm not.
yeah, but guys were going for it though, because it's challenging, right?
How many rounds do you have then?
10.
Is it only 4 targets on each KY?
No, we had 5 on the big and 4 on the small because we took the standard ORPS 4 target.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so you can double tap the small one on the far one if you wanted to. But guys were getting 7s and 8s. So
okay.
Yeah,
but that means they probably stopped right at a certain.
Oh yeah. You guys. Yeah. It's like I'm good. Like that's respectable when you're because it's about target transitions, right? And getting your NPOA. That's what most people don't understand is if you don't do it right, you are screwed.
Damn.
Yeah,
right,
but
that's good.
22-pound rifle though with good optics and a good, like with a Voodoo, it's like you just put it down like any of them, like the Rimax or the Deuce. You just drop it down and you get settled behind it. That thing ain't going anywhere. If you miss, it's you, right?
Or the wind.
So. Or the wind, yeah. But when my squad shot, it was dead calm.
Nice. Oh, I
but
see.
But we got caught on the. So we had a big bore target at 300 meters, 300 yards. Like, oh man, you were just lobbing it out there, hoping, because the wind was just brutal. So that's where we got our ass kicked. But it was pretty good, man. So I can't wait. So I think been talking to Chris. Chris has got 90% of the stages, and I'm gonna provide 3 of the stages. One of them is going to be the double prone KYL, and I got a couple other ones. I think the hostage target's going to come out. That one's brutal. That's the 4-inch tangos on either side of the IPSC.
Oh yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah, at 185. So
nice. So
that'll be.
For the Western finale, what was the most interesting barricade you shot off of? Any mufflers or any?
No, we didn't have any stupid stuff like that, mind you.
Okay.
We had so Bryson put together a shoot house. So you had to shoot from the back of the house through a front port. So you had an assigned assigned port in the back and assigned port in the front that you had to shoot through.
That's cool.
Which was pretty cool. And then we had cross targets. So from the scrunched over to the left side, you'd have to cross range shoot the right side, and then so it's just basically trying to mess you up. Everyone's going, you want me to do what again? Run that by me again? It's kind of what? And then it's pretty good. And everyone's favorite, I think I'm going to bring it in. There's the up down stage, everyone's favorite, where you've got silhouette steel, 5 silhouette steels at 50. You shoot one standing, and then you drop down and shoot the same one prone. Then you go back up, shoot the next one standing.
Unsupported, or can you?
No, bipod. Yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta stand up with a bipod too.
Yeah, this
it's gotta be on your rifle. Yeah.
What I've realized about all my chassis is they're not built for offhand shooting. Like they're horrible. I tried to do an MQT with my my MPA chassis a while ago. It is so bad for any sort of unsupported shooting. It is just like everything gets in the way. It's uncomfortable. There's like sharp edges everywhere. It's just a disaster. But,
Did you have a sling on it?
Okay, well that's the other thing. I tried to use a sling. The sling makes it even more awkward because it's just like it's such a strange thing to use. I need to.
It works. Yeah, so I sling up the ACC. So I put the front sling swivel through the leg port on the SkyPod. Just clip it through that leg port, and then use a QD in the back.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. You know how it the splay slider. Yeah, so you just clip it in there.
Yeah,
so
all my chassis have a QD mount on the front, and I could use.
Oh, do they? Okay. Yeah. I never put one.
I find standing sling helps me the least, but for kneeling and prone, I'll use it. Yeah.
Oh man, no, I'm always slung up standing.
Yeah.
Gotta rock that hasty sling, for sure. Well, that's how I shot service rifles, so it's very natural. It's very natural. My service rifle rig was 17 pounds, so it's kind of feels very similar, but the extra 8 pounds is significantly. You could feel it. So, But Kim was saying the hog fence was interesting. It's basically just a wire grid.
I saw pictures of it.
Super wobbly. We just wove a T-post through it, so there was nothing really anchoring it. And we had 10. You have to shoot 10 times through 10 different squares.
Oh, nice! I like that.
Yeah, and it was a 300-yard bore.
Oh my gosh! Okay, that just sounds.
it was brutal, but guys were hitting it. Clearly it wasn't my day.
Yeah.
But guys were hitting it. Sorry, it's gonna blow my nose.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's quite the stage.
Yeah. What else was there? Standard prone. We had a cattle fence. We had the sawhorse. The hostage targets. No tank traps this year. No tank traps this year.
No tank traps. I love tank traps, man.
I know, but you always have a tank trap.
Yeah, but the thing is, most people can't practice on one because they're just weird barricades. And there's so many different ways and positions you can shoot
I guess. It, so. Yeah, I'll be able to bring it back next. Year.
And they are the perfect prop for an Instagram photo because they're just classic PRS barricade.
Everybody knows what it is. The cattle fences, the cattle gate is always the steel bars. That one's always traditional. Yeah, we're gonna bring back the tank trap. We'll bring back the IKEA stage next year. We like to just flip flop every year.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Kim's talking about. So we had rooftop stage. Listen, I forgot. I think I pushed that out of mind, Kim. So we had 2 rooftops, one low, one high, like this. So sideways. Yeah. So you have to shoot sideways down, and you don't realize it, but shooting left side off a rooftop is like, it's kind of twisted. It's like, I don't know how to do this. So we had some guy split on.
What Brian is talking about, a mini troop line. What's that?
A mini troop line is basically so you know what a 1/3 IPSC is, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 IPSC targets smaller than the 1/3 IPSC.
They're like 1/4 IPSCs or something.
Well, it's like 1/5 and 1/4.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like tiny. It's like this big. Well, I don't have. Do I have one here?
That sounds more like a 1/16 IPSC.
And we had them at 88 and 98 yards for the close ones, and then then there was a 4-inch. Let me just see if I can find them. Oh yeah. All right. Bear with me while I find it.
You can just hear all the steel clanking around.
It's here. Keep talking. So here's the 1/3.
Yeah, classic 1/3. Okay.
Yeah.
So
then we had
1/3 is 6 inches across, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. And this one I think is a 4-incher.
Yeah.
So this is the 6 and the 4.
Okay.
And then we have this one.
So that must be 2 inches across.
Yeah, it's 2 inches across.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's brutal. But people are hitting it, so I mean, I'm not gonna complain. People look at it and say that's impossible, but they keep hitting it. So it's not it's not unusual.
That was what, at 80 yards you said?
88 and 98.
Okay. And what were you shooting it off? Prone or?
That one was a prone. That was a prone stage. And then we had a triangle. This was at
that's interesting.
Yeah, this one was at 125, I think.
Okay, so the triangle is super interesting because which one do you trust more, your windage or your elevation, right? Like, if you know your elevation is spot on, you would aim lower.
Oh yeah, always your elevation is the only consistent one. Yeah. I gotta find the chickens. Everyone loves the chickens.
Oh, the mini chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we shot them at the Avonmore match as well.
Yeah, those are coming back. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. We already shot them at Avonmore. So we'll bring the tiny troop line out there.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's good. So.
Well, glad to hear you guys had a blast. I know Ryan got 3rd, right, overall?
Yeah. Ryan is on a tear this year. I think he's podiumed the last few matches, so he's hitting his stride.
I love his IBI jackets, the plaid
Yes.
Don't tell me you have one. Do you have one?
I got one, buddy.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so jealous.
I got one.
Oh, no way. Yeah, those are sick. Oh man,
so,
the red one.
I got the red one. So this is so Kyle Crouch won the Rimex action, right?
Yeah.
So as I was driving across, he said, "Are you you passed IBI yet? Could you drop off? Did you mail my action yet?
That's where the post came from. Okay.
Yeah. So I said, no, I can go drop it off. And then in my mind I said, if I drop it off, he might have a jacket I could buy off him.
Oh man, that's sick.
Yeah, I didn't want to post it because I don't know if they're all set up for it. Because he said, oh man, I posted that too early. Because as soon as I posted it, there are like 1 million people texting and messaging him.
Awesome, man.
They are?
Like
oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're super warm. It's perfect for shooting.
Next time I buy something from IBI, I'm gonna ask.
There you go. There you go. And we're working on our next fundraiser for November. So it's going to be a barreled action with a trigger.
Ooh. You know what action? Is it a deuce?
Oh, I don't know. But it's gonna go really well with a Kenora tuxedo.
Got you.
Yeah. So I'm just finalizing a couple of things, and then we'll announce that November 1st.
Speaking of that, I'll assume I was correct, but I mean Canadian build, right? Everyone's talking about the Canadian build.
Yeah.
And now with the Deuce, obviously IBI, Trigger Tech, the MDT stuff.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to spend $6,000 for a Theta.
Correct.
You can get the
Apex. Yes. So I had a good meeting with Vanya from Apex yesterday in Calgary. So super nice guy, really motivated, doing all the right things. It's like if the Rimfire Nation Podcast crew got together and wanted to build an optic, that whole process, that's basically, and he's partnering with all the right people, all the rifle builders, all the PRS shooters. So it's not some guy taken off the shelf. So every part is basically thought out and spec'd to his way. He was saying that he could have had it out 6 months before if they went off the shelf, but they went through and made some changes.
So it's funny because I think just the last podcast we were trying to remember what the name of. Remember?
Oh, I wasn't telling you.
Right, but Thomas and I.
You're trying to guess.
Had heard about it and pre-orders and stuff.
So Rob, we have the Rob saying bring him onto the podcast. Well, that's a very good suggestion, Rob. When would be the best time to bring them on, you think? Maybe just before the Eastern Championships, maybe, when we're going to have an optic on there.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So right now he's tentatively scheduled to get on the podcast the Wednesday before the Eastern Championships, where if everything works out, we'll have an all-Canadian build spec'd out with an Apex optic on there. So these are the pre-production approvals. So these are pretty much finalized unless they find something wrong with it. So this will be all the glass. I don't know if all the anodizing is going to be done, but it'll be reflective of what the final product is going to be, unless they find something.
I know.
I saw that. I know.
But it's funny because I knew he was on the CRPS group.
Yeah.
But it's funny because now that he says it, I can see it's not red; it's like burnt orange, which makes a difference. For some reason, I just kept thinking it's red, and it just reminds me, like those.
I know. Yeah.
Like those super cheap Chinese scopes.
Yeah.
But no, burnt orange is pretty cool.
So Rob definitely, he's got a great story. I spent like an hour and a half with him just going through the whole thing, and it's definitely worth sitting down and listening, and hopefully you guys tune in and ask your questions. I'm sure we'll be asking our questions, and super. He ticked all the boxes, answered all the questions, and the nice part, he's asked all the right questions when he was going through the build, which is awesome. So I'll save it for when Vanya gets on the podcast.
And I'd like to know if you've seen one in the flesh yet.
That picture was the one that he had with him.
Oh, okay.
The one with a hat on the back of his truck. Yeah, so that was my picture from after meeting him at the pub. So, yeah. Oh, Sean, yes, buddy. We do want some MMW on that all-Canadian build. So Sean, Marginet Metalworks.
Probably needs a few brass weights, I think, huh?
Oh, yeah, Sean, come on, buddy, hook me up. I want it all. Actually, Sean just signed up for Maple Seed next week in Winnipeg. So Sean's all my worlds are colliding now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Maple Seeds, there's 2 Maple Seeds this upcoming weekend at Stittsville.
Yeah, Stittsville. Yep. Is there room on that in that Maple Seed? That's sold out, didn't it? Or is it?
So I was talking to Thomas today, and I think he said it was sold out. And unfortunately, it looks like the weather is pretty crappy.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if anyone drops out because of the weather or something. But
Maybe.
from what I know, it's sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be epic though. Bad weather is epic. All right, Sean. Well, yeah, you'll take a look at the rifle. I'll have the rifles with me, Sean, so you can check it out.
So when you say there's a full Canadian build, this is just like a demo rifle to check out?
Yep. Well, this is a Deuce. It's a Deuce in the...
Okay, it is a Deuce, okay.
Yeah, it's the Deuce in the AC, the custom Cerakote. Mm-hmm. Cerakoted by Quebecer.
Yes, yeah. Alpha Custom and...
Alpha, yeah. Alpha Customs. So, perfect, right? It's all Canadian. Except for the ammo.
Yeah.
I don't think there's... Does anyone? I don't think we have a Canadian.
It's okay
Canadian?
if you get it from Tesro, it's considered Canadian.
That's true. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Hey, Warren Fredette, my brother from another mother. How are you, buddy? Yeah. No, see that whole weather thing in maple seed. It's false. It's all Kelly. That's a Kelly thing. It's not a maple seed.
That's a Kelly's maple seed thing. That's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was good.
I still need to ask her if I should come film. I didn't actually ask her yet.
You should, because we need content. Nobody knows what it is.
Yeah,
right?
Because I told you last time.
Yeah.
The footage I got from mine just doesn't.
Yeah, I tried it as well. I mean, I set it up, but then, like you said, it's like you're just watching people go up and down,
Exactly.
And
I really want to like follow a shooter's experience through the day or something.
That would be awesome.
I'll ask her right after this podcast because it's there's no more procrastinating. It's this.
Yeah. You should just do it. The other cool part would be to film it from the instructor's perspective.
Yeah.
So you could hear all the backstory and what's the goal, what's going on, how we handle challenging shooters, what really goes through our mind on the firing line. Exactly. When we say "listen up, friends," what do we really want to say? Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, going back to that Apex scope.
Yes.
Do you know if? Well, I guess we can ask him when he comes on the podcast. But it's just the one model for now. But it'd be interesting if they come out with some smaller versions.
All of those.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Sweet. So I told him about. He's already got all that stuff.
Okay.
He's right now he's focusing on the big Kahuna. And then he'll bring into... Well, he's a hunter also, so he's looking for something in the hunter size, 3 to 9. Gotcha. And then the LPVO, and...
so a whole range of...
A whole, yeah. It's going to be a full range. Nice. It might not be, one for everyone, but it's going to be a good assortment for the typical use cases that we'd see. And I kind of described what X22 is, which I think is going to be bigger than CRPS, because it's going to appeal to a lot more people. Not everyone likes that weird bendy position thing,
Well, the
surprisingly,
thing with X22 is it has some of that as well.
Yeah, but not only. So
2 stages, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a scenario. So again, for the long range, it'll be like a PRS skill stage. So that's a basic thing. And ORPS is just just like dusting womp rats. So that's very similar to hunting. And you could survive 2 or 4 stages, right?
Yeah. Well, bring it on, because now with my kit build,
there you go. I know.
I actually have a 45 red dot on it because I have
nice.
the MDT rings with the mount.
Yeah. So, no, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. Yeah. So we'll be focusing on that, and then so part of this Western trip, I've been working with a lot of match directors across the Western part of Canada. So all of the regional CRPS matches are going to start popping up.
Nice.
So I know that Vancouver Island's going to have a couple. I think they're planning one right now for some time. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but everywhere through, like Warren Fredette's hopefully going to be starting up in the Kelowna area. And then I know Bryson and Ed are going to start doing it in kind of the Kamloops, Heffley Creek, and then guys in Saskatoon and Manitoba. So that's gonna take off. So it's gonna be that leaderboard is gonna be a real fight next year. When you get like 6 or 7 matches. Yeah, Warren, JRSA baby. Yes, sir. Yeah, they had a few shooters from from Kelowna come out. It was nice. Oh, there you go. Freddie's talking about 2 on the island. Yep. So it's pretty cool. And I just got to wait for get out to the Maritimes, get the New Brunswickers up. Carl hasn't jumped on yet. Mr. Porter, where the heck you at? He only shows up when John's on, because he likes to hassle John.
That's right.
So yeah. So this weekend is the Extreme Sniper Series match in Saskatoon. That's why I'm here. Going out to the Twisted Rooster Ranch.
Okay,
yeah.
It's this weekend.
So that's
awesome.
the field match format, 2 days, probably 8 stages a day. We're losing a lot of light now, so it'll be 18 stages. So that's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Beautiful property. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Yeah. Do. Yes, sir. Oh, hang on. Oh. Sorry, just checking.
Yeah, no worries.
Good day, buddy. See, I can't tell who these Facebook users are. I gotta go to Facebook and look who it is.
It's Corey Johnson.
Oh, Corey. So, Corey Johnson is the Ryan Holmquist of the East.
Oh, yeah?
What do I mean by that? So after every stage description, right, I got to look at Ryan and wait for his question. Are we allowed to, what if we, and
right.
Inevitably the answer is no, but every now and again, I got to say, nothing goes against it, but why would you wanna,
His brain is working too fast.
Yeah. Oh, Freddie wants to know what X22 is. So X22 is basically a more of an overall marksmanship skills competition. So it's going to have 2 ORPS stages, 2 CRPS stages, which is the 100 to 300. It's going to have 2 silhouette stages, which a silhouette is NRA small bore. So it'll be chickens at 40, pigs at 60, turkeys at 77, or rams at 100. So one of those 2 stages. We'll have a short steel challenge, 2 short steel challenge stages. So 3 to 7 steel targets between 10 and 20 meters. 5 runs for your best times, basically. And then we'll have 2 paper punching stages, one at 50 and one at 100. And then, and then winner take all.
But
so that's what
the
X22
other important thing is you can only use 1 rifle for the entire thing.
Correct, 1 rifle, which is going to be awesome. And there's a division for every rifle out there. I mean, it's called X22 because it's kind of basing it on the 1022 pattern rifle. So there's a stock, there's an open, there's an unlimited, and there's a outlaw, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, outlaw, which is anything else that doesn't fit into any one of those. So
if you want it, you can run it with a bolt gun.
You could run it with a bolt gun, absolutely.
You won't have the best steel challenge times, but you can do it.
Yeah, but think about it. So ORPS, CRPS, silhouette, and then paper, 4 out of the 5, you could do pretty good in.
Yeah.
And you could probably cycle, because you don't have to aim. You could just cycle that bolt fast and pull the trigger, right? And kind of like the Lee Enfield Mad Minute, right? Because you're cycling and pulling a trigger with your pinky. You could. Oh, maybe someone should do a test safely under controlled situations. We're not advocating any dangerous behavior, but it would be cool as a study. That sounds like something you should do, Mr. Womfat.
Well,
can a bolt gun do well in X22 speed challenge stages?
Well, the other day I was actually trying to double tap, so get 2 shots in the air before the first one hits at 206 yards. I think I managed to do it with the Voodoo just ever so slowly, but I was using pretty fast ammo, so it'd be easier with slow ammo.
Or farther targets. How close was the target?
It was 206 yards.
Oh yeah, you get there where it should be doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to run the bolt fast though. So.
Yeah. So we had a shooter, Brendan Soltis, who was using the gray birch build in a foundation chassis, running CCI Blazer.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I think he did well. Let's see where he ended up.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys with the gray birch builds.
He finished 11th out of 25 in open.
Solid.
That's not bad. So he was making solid hits. And with Blazer too, right? Like, it's like you'd never think, but that just goes to show you, man. It's, it's not necessarily the death of you if you don't shoot high-end ammo.
Yeah,
you just got to know what your ammo's doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So Sean is working on business here on the side there. Sean is awesome. If you have an idea, Sean at Marginette Metalworks is always willing to listen. Right? I got some ideas, Sean. We'll talk next week about it. It's going to be awesome.
That sounds promising.
Yeah, we'll chat. So yeah, what else you been up to, man?
Well, I don't know if I said this on the live when we were streaming, but the voodoo's fixed.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
I'll be posting an update video to that. That's the most common question I get, like emails and everything. Everyone wants to know what's happening to the 360. So I ran, like at least 250 to 300 rounds through it today with a new part, 0 hiccups. And the other thing too was before the ejection was really sporadic. It was like some were going, off this way, some were just trickling out. Now it's just like consistent, strong ejection up the side.
Nice.
So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, glad that's basically done with now.
Nice. You can put that behind you. Now you can just focus on actually just shooting a match instead of worrying about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I keep switching things out on my rifle, so I'm always testing something anyway.
I know, right? That's like, that's the worst thing to be doing.
Yeah.
Well, there's an idea. Blazer only match, like a spec match. Ooh. You're forced to shoot one ammo brand. One ammo. Everyone gets the same lot.
you get funnier than Blazer would be like the Remington Golden Bucket, like just the dirt cheapest.
No, it's all of the rounds that Rick has at the bottom of the bucket after a year of maple seed. Like all the duds and light strikes. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I think Rob is asking me about the gray birch extractor. Yeah, my gray birch extractor is chipped. It was chipping, so it wasn't hanging onto the round when it was extracting properly. So I'm waiting for a new extractor from gray birch. It's basically the shorter version of that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just a magnet for rifle issues apparently, but at least
it's because you're always getting a new rifle.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the thing, man. Oh yeah, the NRS schedule's out.
Yes,
everyone saw that. He's got all of them laid out already, man.
And what's really interesting is he has 2 clinics in there.
Yeah, there's a Kestrel clinic, which is interesting.
There's a Kestrel clinic, and then the other one is
a clinic.
It's more like a beginner-friendly clinic, I guess.
And then there's a match the next day, which is cool.
Yeah, for both of them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Kestrel clinic is interesting. I don't know if because I'm not using my Kestrel anymore. I've kind of moved away from it.
I asked him if he was gonna entertain the idea of other apps, but it's Kestrel only, which makes sense because you don't want 10 different apps on the firing line, trying to teach people. So it is Kestrel only. So, but
that's fine.
The Kestrel is such a powerful tool that a lot of people just know how to use like the bare minimum. It's like Excel. Excel is such a powerful tool, but people just use it to like make a grocery list or something.
Here's the lid. And that's the thing. I think there's a minimum percentage of variables you have to use before it becomes useful, right? If you're only using it for win, then you don't need a Kestrel, right? Because you can't just trust the data. If it's saying 0.5 left or 0.7 right, if you haven't updated your environmentals and the curve and velocity properly, plus all the other settings that you don't know, your altitude density, man.
Yeah.
If you're not using
not only all the variables, but the Kestrel has a lot of like abilities too, like the moving target thing and like all these like weird, it's pretty cool stuff. But I don't have a Kestrel, so
yeah, I do. It's in my bag. It's always with me, but I never use it.
Yeah,
because maybe that's why I don't place better than I do. But I don't get time for that, man. I'm not trying to win the match. I'm just trying to have fun. So mission accomplished. Yeah.
Lunar drift.
Lunar drift, yeah.
That's funny.
There you go.
Yeah. But no, at the same time, you don't need a Kestrel to be at the most competitive level. Like, a lot of the top shooters are both using and not using Kestrel. It just depends what works for you, right? If you know your system well, you don't need a Kestrel, but a Kestrel is a great tool in itself.
My system is squatting with at least 2 or 3 good guys, shooting behind them and saying, how much were you holding for wind?
Yeah.
But I ask them that if they've made more than 3 hits. Right? That works for me. So, and then I watch what's going down, and at Kamloops there was nothing down the range to give you any idea. Mm-hmm. And there's so much stuff down there that you just can't. There's so much wind and so many terrain features that it does funky things down there. But it was very twitchy this weekend.
Is the finale coming up for the Easterns the first one ever at this location at Strathroy?
Well, I think we're actually going to be changing the venue. I just got a note from Chris today. So yeah.
Okay.
So yes, it is going to be at a new place somewhere we haven't shot yet before.
Okay, that was my question.
So it's new. Yeah.
Is it still in the general area for people who booked hotels?
Yeah, it is still in the general area.
Okay.
It's still in the general area. So no panic, everybody.
Okay.
It's still in the general area.
No.
I know.
Expedia reservation.
And I asked Chris like 4 or 5 times before I announced it. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. I still held off. I said, it's good? Yeah, it's good. And today, it's not so good. It's not so good anymore. It's like, come on! I just want one thing. I just want a do-over of this whole year, schedule-wise. Like, that's added so much stress.
For what happened, like, it is what it is, and I think like the Sniper series is going to be really interesting to get that started this year. And then next year we can try some of the new series as well.
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, now that CRPS is taking off and being run by other match directors, so there's less of my time that needs to, so I can focus on just hosting the new series, which is going to be cool. So, yeah, that'll be good. Plus, I'm working on a couple of other new things that are coming out next year. So we'll announce that in probably January, February once we nail all the details down.
New series or
new events.
Okay.
New events.
Or like probably like the ELR stuff and
and kind of Rimfire Nation days and clinics. Yeah, just to demystify what are the different competitions we've got that people could be part of, so you can choose. Like the whole X22 thing is kind of like a demo version of all these Splinter series that could happen, right? Because I think guys with who have no interest in moving are gonna love silhouette and paper punching, right? Guys who are adrenaline junkies, they're gonna like speed steel, rimfire race guns, right? Then there's the traditional ORPS and CRPS, which is never gonna go away. Rimfire Hunter series, interesting, Dan. Interesting. Could be. But again, that's up to finding venues and host locations. Hunter series is interesting, and it's more. I'm not going to say
because you need a field match type.
It's kind of a field match event. Like the square ranges don't really work for us in that. Yeah. So it's you need that wide open space. Basically, it's a Sniper series field hunter style match, right?
Right.
It's a different flavor of a Sniper series. Call it Hunter series. So which is going to be solo instead of team, which is cool. But again, that's. I mean, we got to leave something for 2023, right? Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how many more years I can do this also and not dedicate full time to it. That's the interesting part.
Right.
Can I move on into this full time? I don't know. I don't know if I want to.
You need to build out a more robust team of CRPS helpers.
But then you got to manage helpers. Then that becomes HR things. Like, no way, man, no way.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So there's that balance.
So many HR complaints.
Hey, Rob, are you shooting in production by any chance, or are you in open?
Rob is production.
Okay, yeah. The whole thing about production is that if we remove the gear limits, then the new guys that are coming in, they're going to be looking at all the tripod guys and all the pump pillows and the 6 bags and the 8 bags, and it just gets overwhelming and intimidating. I mean, you could use a ruck. That would be cool.
I think
right?
the reason why there's a bit of a confusion is because for the Northern Rimfire series,
Yeah.
they use the PRS rule set, and production guys can have multiple bags and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But in CRPS, it's limited to one.
Yeah.
I think I see the benefit. Like, I see both sides, of the argument. But if I was shooting production, I agree. Like, having less gear is a little less in your face, like intimidating, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if anybody knows who the other production shooters are anyway.
Right.
Do more bags help?
Yes. I'm just teasing.
having a bag certainly helps.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm saying, like, if I give a brand new shooter 2 bags, chances are he's not going to use both properly.
Well, here, the other thing is you're assuming a production shooter is a brand new shooter. There's some production shooters that are just wanting to shoot production now.
Yeah, and we're going to kick them out. If you're winning all the matches, Randy Schuler, it's time to move on.
Yeah. So.
I'm kidding, Randy. You could stay there forever. But I think he's moving to Open next year. I don't know. It's a rumor. I don't know if he's kidding or not. Yeah. So how many bags would you really need? If it's a regular, 10-port barricade, you're going to use the barricade bag and maybe a pump pillow.
That's it. I would never use more than 2 anyway. And some people like John Gingrich, for instance, doesn't ever use a pump pillow, so he'd only ever use 1.
Yeah, Randy is killing it in P. He's basically won every match he's shot, including the 2-day Western Championship. So he's got a winning streak. So we were kidding. He's going to go into Open, and I'm going to go into production next year. I need my ego. I need my ego inflated. Well, wait a minute. What if I go to production and not win?
I was gonna say, what if you go to production and get dead last?
I know, right? So I'm gonna change the rules so that we can get, what's the ultimate cheater rifle in production?
It would be it's the BMR.
Yeah, the micro rifle. I think I'm waiting to get my hands on one of those babies. Yeah, but as soon as you change it, though, you go into Open.
Well, that's the thing, though. You don't have to change anything because it's such an awesome production rifle already.
Well, we don't know. I don't know what the trigger is going to be like. I'm sure it's not going to suck because Bergara builds good stuff, though.
I saw on Bergara's Instagram, I think, that they're hitting retailers now in the States, so it's just a matter of time before they get
well, I talked to Anthony at Odell, so it's soonish. It hasn't hit the border yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, Doug. What's your question on X22? Yeah.
Yeah, so but if you do have a Bergara BMR for like testing, I'd be very interested in taking a look at that thing. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna get a Marginet Metalworks Arca rail on it for sure.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you can add as many rails as you want on the rifles. There's no limitation because it's so useful. It's like putting a cheek rest. Yep. Like I can't shoot a rifle without an Arca rail anymore. Even if it shoots the same, it's too limiting.
Your bipod won't fit on anything that doesn't have an Arca rail anymore.
No, I got those regular bipods. Where's my? I have a drawer full of bipods. So this is what I had to do at the match. So see the blue tape?
Yeah.
The blue tape, because everyone's got a SkyPod and everyone runs an ACC. And everyone's rifle looks exactly the same as everybody else's.
Yeah, well, that's why you need a custom Cerakote job now.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, hashtag first world problems.
Seriously, yeah.
So, yeah. So, the Marginet, So, you don't have to have, so this is the...
adapter.
This is the hot-rodded Marginet. So, it's got the Marginet feet with the pod lock. Nice. And the M-lock to Arca rail adapter. So, yeah. I got a bunch of normal ones. But,
very cool.
Yeah. Can I use my 10th takedown and long barrel for precision? No, you can't switch barrels because basically it's a different rifle at that point. Yeah. So, Doug, that's the answer. Plus, yeah, you don't want to switch around, man. That's gonna. You're really not going to get much anyway. It's already a 1022. The long barrel's got to be just as good. So technically, it's not the same rifle because the chamber is different. Because the chamber's in the barrel. What makes the rifle?
But
is it the bolt?
Legally, the rifle is the receiver. So
I guess. Well, an X22, it's not.
Yeah, this isn't the government of Canada.
Yeah,
here.
this is X22.
This is Rick's rules.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, is that kind of weird? Just say that. So no, that's just the rule. It's like,
Yeah, it's just the rules. I was just teasing, but
does it sound fair? No. Then you can have this golf bag of barrels, right? You're gonna have to have one for super long range, then you can have one for short range, and you can have a paper stage, right? I wonder if
honestly,
IBI does IBI make 1022 takedowns? They don't.
I don't know if they make the takedowns. I know they make the regular 1022 barrels.
That's true. I was exaggerating. Not all rifles look the same. But if you look at the first picture in the album, they look pretty similar, except for the one in the Manners stock.
Yeah.
A lot of them have ACC, right?
Well, I
and
mean,
a lot of
they're
them have
BC,
sky
right?
pods. Yeah.
Well, even in Ontario, like I would say, if all the chassis were lined up, like 80% of them will be an MBT,
Yeah.
and then of the 80%, 90% of those are ACCs.
Yeah, and they all have weights on them. Because like there was once I grabbed the wrong rifle. Well, I do that anyway. Because it was black weights on an FDE chassis with a sky pod on it, right?
Right. Yeah.
There's so many of those around.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Glass before chassis or ooh.
What's the question?
Which to upgrade first, scope or chassis?
Oh, glass for sure. Well, it depends.
Well, it depends. Depends what you're shooting now. What are you shooting now? Yeah, what you're shooting now, comic? We need to know. Yeah.
But generally speaking, I would say glass before chassis.
Yeah, but
like
again,
if you're going from like an entry level glass to like a mid level, for sure, that is the better option.
Well,
than getting it.
so Bryson's shooting the Diamondback Tactical.
I didn't say it would improve your score dramatically. I'm just saying which one's nicer to use, like a better glass or putting.
Yeah. Better. See, but so if you go from a synthetic stock 457 to an ACC 457, that's pretty dramatic in terms of feel, right? Because that opens up a whole world of possibilities. Yeah, tripod pump pillow. I mean, I don't use a tripod, and I don't use a pump pillow.
I use both.
Dollar wise, I think I'd get more bang on the chassis optic side than a tripod pump pillow. But you have to have a good barricade bag. Like fat for me is like almost a one size fits all.
Mm-hmm.
That thing. The only time I don't do it if there's a slippery barricade that I need to use a sticky game changer on, right?
Yeah.
So if I had a sticky Kev fat, it's mission accomplished there. Well, do you have one, Matt? Do you have a sticky?
Anytime I need a sticky game changer, I borrow Thomas's.
Yeah, there you go. And that's the cool part is just squad with the same guys and tell everyone to buy something different, so you all have a kit of complete things, because not everyone in the squad's going to shoot the same.
That's actually a legitimate suggestion, because at the Magneto one match, it was a field style match, so we were carrying all our stuff. So beforehand, we kind of went through what we wanted and kind of nominated everyone to bring certain things. So because you don't need 6 tripods on your squad, right? You need 2.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And you don't need 6 pump pillows. You don't need 6 sticky. You don't need 6 of each kind of game changer.
Yeah.
Right. You want a light, a sticky, a medium, and a pint size.
Yeah.
So, true. Yeah. So, comic sniper, what's your current scope? Then we can.
Yeah, like if you're already shooting a Strike Eagle, there's no point in upgrading that.
Yeah, you're not going to get much.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get a bit, but you're not going to get as much as a chassis upgrade.
Speaking of scopes, is the Helos BTR in production or open category?
Ooh, that's a good question. What's the MSRP?
I can check, but I asked that because I checked out a Helos Gen 2. Give me a sec. I don't know where Rick went. 780. Oh, there he is. Rick, you're muted. Rick, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I have to get to my cooler to get my drink. And I'm living in like, I don't know, 3x6 space here. It looks gigantic, but it's really not that big, guys. So, 780. Yeah, so it's just north of the limit.
Okay, well, is the limit 700?
Yeah, 700 US.
Okay, because there's so many different models of the BTR Gen 2. So the one that would be production is the 2 to 12 version.
Yeah, that could work.
That was the version I checked out this past weekend, and it is really good for the money. But it wouldn't be good for CRPS because of the reticle, but I think for ORPS, this would be like my go-to production scope. The 2 to 12 Helos BTR.
Yeah. What about so I've got the new Venom is arrived in my house. So we're going to do a little taste test on that one in the coming weeks. We'll have that on a demo rifle at the championships also.
Nice.
So we'll have the full Vortex lineup from the Venom all the way to the Razor.
Diamondback, which is Venom, Strike Eagle, Viper, Razor.
And Razor, yep.
Okay. Wow.
Arkin. I haven't seen an Arkin in person yet. You?
I have not seen an Arkin in person, but I hear so much about them that I want to.
What's the price point on an Arkin?
They're sub 700 US for sure.
Oh yeah, the 6 to 24 by 50. Oh geez, holy cow! I hear about
them all the time. Yeah. Apparently, like they're the best rated scope for the money for quite some time.
Holy cow, man! So 6 to 24, first focal plane, mil reticle, 0 stop, 34 mil for $5.99. On sale now from $6.59. Out of stock.
Yeah, they're out of stock everywhere. I hear getting them can be quite the challenge.
Yeah, it looks like looks pretty good. As long as it tracks true. I like it.
There's some big names who reveal a lot of optics that really like the Arkans.
Yeah, let me just share the reticle here. Me likey. This is This is very nice. Whoops. Yeah, that's very nice. It's usable. I don't know what magnification this is at. It doesn't say. Because that's the only other thing is you gotta see what the magnification is that you're seeing this at.
Can you click the image to the left a bit without all the writing on it to just see the reticle? Yeah, let's see that. Okay.
Yeah, so where's one? There's one. That's half, quarter, right? Close enough.
I would give that reticle a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's got your ranging function there.
That is pretty cool. I would never use it though, but
no,
it's okay.
No, yeah. Hey, buddy, could you stand over there beside that target? Well, I suppose you could use the reticle too.
What was really cool about the Apex reticle was the half mil dots. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's take a look at it. Am I still sharing?
Yeah, you're still sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
There's a better picture somewhere. Find a better picture.
That's at 16x.
Yeah.
This is 16x. So this is a little north of where you'd be. It's a little small for me, if I'm being honest. At 16x. I'd like it to be a little bigger, but that's just my eyesight, right?
Well, you mean the line thickness to be larger?
Yeah, just yeah.
No, I think that's good. I like that line thickness. And if that, how many? Oh, that's 8. Okay, yeah. So that's 10 of 10 mils of holdover vertical.
Yeah, and you got 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they have a rotation indicator, which is cool.
Yeah.
A little stainless steel nubbin that protrudes. Yeah,
and
it looks like, good.
It looks like it was well thought out. I saw Kevin Nidwood's comment that it's very similar in characteristics to the JC.
Oh, from US Optics.
USO. Yeah. I think he was talking more about the half mil dots, but it's a really cool concept. I do like that.
Oh, it's 8 mils per rev. Ooh, is it? But
no, it's not. It's 15 per rev.
The Arkin?
Oh, the Arkin. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Apex.
No, the Apex. Apex is perfect.
Yeah.
Apex is perfect. It's numbered. It's got a second rotation. So speaking of a rotation indicator, so we had a brand new shooter. He was shooting, what was his rifle? I think he had Eric, I can't remember what your rifle was, but it wasn't. So on day one, brand new competitor, came with a buddy. He was on our squad. He was shooting some rifle and some optic, and then like something was wrong with it, and we just put him behind the Rimex with the Minox.
Wait, so if you do that, does he get bumped into open for his score, or does he stay in production?
That's a good question. He was an open. He was an open already.
Oh, okay.
So the thing about the Minox, it does have that second rotation indicator. It's got a little white dot, but it's also stiff. It has an action that when you go over it,
it's stiff for about like 7 clicks or so. Yeah.
But it's also stiff on the way back to disengage that.
Yep.
So if you're thinking that there's a zero stop, you go until it's tough, and it's on zeroed. So, but he was one rotation above, so that kind of caught him out. And I said, you got to watch this little white dot.
And it's even worse with the Minox because it's 15 mils per rev. You're not 10
there you
mils
go.
off. You're 15 off.
Savage with a Mark V. There you go.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. So the Mark V, the Leupold Mark V put him over the top. Yeah. So that was a thing.
Mark V on was it a precision Savage or is it?
No, it was a stock Savage. I think Savage B22. Jericho was it?
I can respect that.
Yeah, but he shot what he had, which was great. He came out, had a good time, and then he's looking at it. It's like, I think that's his next rifle. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go because he's got all the nice. some custom action, maybe a deuce. We'll see. Eric, just stay tuned for the raffle that's coming up. They're leaking it out now. It shall remain unnamed until we confirm some things. The action.
As soon as you said you might put an Apex on it, or it'd be the perfect Apex rifle, I knew it was a dude.
Yeah. So, yeah. Illuminated. Go Big's got him for $6.99. Tempting.
Go Big's got what for $6.99?
The Arkin.
Oh yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I'm not a crack dealer, Kim. I'm kind of like the shill for the crack dealer. Oh, that's going to be tough. So it looked very similar to the Razor and the Cronus, but I'd have to go back to back at that. The glass is good. The glass is really good. I'd have to go back to back just to pick out the subtleties of contrast. I was looking through it in late afternoon, so that was perfect for it. And I had no problem with detail at 500 yards. We were in a parking lot looking at buildings, so I was looking at bricks and different housing features in the shade and things like that. So,
well, the Cronus glass is a step up from the Razor, in my opinion.
I can't say either yes or no. I haven't looked at it recently.
I've looked at two side by side, and I would say it was fairly obvious that the Razor was lacking.
Okay.
Compared to the Cronus.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it's even at the Cronus level for $1,900.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have the Razor, the Cronus, the Minox, the Leupold. They're all going to be at the Easterns. So. Yeah. I mean, right now the Cronus is an amazing deal, and the Apex could be the category killer, and it's Canadian too. Warranty work. Said he's got both Canadian and U.S. warranty repair center set up already. So,
wow, nice.
Yeah, and it's lifetime warranty. Again, you're not going to get the stupid. I'm not saying stupid. It's not what I meant. The outrageous vortex. Send it back no matter how you broke it. We'll fix it. Within reasonable use. If you drove over it or you set it on fire to test it. Abuse does not constitute a valid warranty reason.
Jonathan Ocab has a intense hatred for vortex magnification rings because they're too stiff for his liking.
They are a bit stiff. They are a bit stiff. There's another optic that's way too stiff too. I'm trying to remember which one it was, but yeah, vortex is the stiffest, and I don't know if it hasn't broken in yet.
It varies from scope to scope because one of my Diamondback tacticals was really nice and smooth, and the other one was really stiff. So it's just like a QC issue maybe. But most scopes have a pretty smooth magnification ring, I would say.
Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, we'll definitely have it on the table for folks to try out and make up their own mind. Again, that's going to be a pre-production approval sample, so it's about as final as you can get. Now, subject to change if they find something within these samples, then it's going to change obviously, but the intent is that this is the sign-off model. So Vanya's giving us a sneak peek just because he's a nice guy, so he didn't have to do that, so it's cool that he's doing that. I'll see you later, buddy. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Excited. 15 mils is perfect, man.
15 mils is perfect if it's done correctly because the clicks are closer together.
Yeah.
So they have to be much more defined, right?
It felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Yeah.
That's good to know.
It was good to me.
Yeah.
So coming from the Leupold Mark V, it felt pretty similar, and it's pretty positive. You don't get that overrun issue, or they're not mushy. They're firm, positive clicks that are just a right.
Is the Windage turret locking or is it just free?
I don't think any of them were locking.
Okay.
I don't remember. I didn't. I was gonna ask, but I didn't see. I think I tried to pull on both of them just because I normally do, just to see. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember locking. But this was a pre-production, so none of the details were close to being finalized. So this was just an optical demo, I think, in shape. So all of the rings, I think, were pre-production.
Got you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, comes with a sunshade too.
Oh, that's nice. So you don't have to use a Tim Hortons double coffee cup.
Exactly. Yeah, the best line I heard was, "Did it double your score?"
Yeah, I saw that comment. That was pretty funny.
That was awesome.
Was that Ryan's rifle?
No, that was Alex Sherwood's.
Oh, that was
Alex Sherwood. Okay. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creativity and ingenuity of our shooters, Rick.
I know. It's amazing. Hey, Mark. Good evening, sir.
So was the sunshade needed because of the angle the sun was coming in?
Yeah, okay. It's always brutal. First thing in the morning, it's coming right at you over the hill. It's right into your eyes.
Because there's very few times I've actually needed a sunshade. So that means you guys were shooting right into the sun.
Even if you had a sunshade, it would have killed you. So, but it's not always sunny. So day 2 we had 0 issues because it was cloudy. It was threatening to rain all day. So yeah. Day 1 was right in your face, and the sunshade isn't going to help because it's right in your face. Yeah. And eventually it starts to climb up, and then it buys you an extra 15-20 minutes, which is a stage. You can shoot the stage earlier.
That's really good to know. Anyone watching this, take note. Save your morning coffee cup in case you need an emergency sunshade to tape onto your scope.
Yeah. I think he scrawled MDT on it too.
You did. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. It was pretty good. Yeah, no, that was a good match. What else? Optic wise, I think that was it. But saw Delta Striker.
Oh,
that's the new hotness. That was kind of it didn't get the same buzz as all these other scopes, but that's probably one of the underrepresented
is the
good
Striker
optics.
Or the Javelin the cheaper one?
The Javelin is, I believe, cheaper.
Okay. Because I've seen the Javelin in person then.
Let me just check Tesro. Tesro, I think, has them.
Yep, they do.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a picture in what you posted with all the rifles lined up, and there is some serious money on the firing line these days.
Yeah,
these matches, it's crazy.
There was $75,000 on that rack alone.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Because I mean, every action in the chassis is at least like $3-4 grand, and then add a $3,000 optic to each of those rifles.
Yeah. So on my squad, there was a Voodoo and a J. Allen Enterprise chassis with a tangent theta. Right?
Yeah,
so you're done. Yeah.
Those J. Allen chassis are nice too.
Oh, they're so nice, dude. everyone's nervous about what MDT is going to do to them, with them,
Right.
to them. I mean, everybody hopes that they don't.
Butcher it.
Yeah, but there's the risk of
Yeah.
because you're trying to make a go of it, and you try and maintain margin. You know what I mean? It's you're trying to optimize the production, right? Like everyone does. So.
Yeah. Capitalism.
I mean, we're all. I mean, if capitalism didn't exist, we wouldn't have sponsors, right? So you can't really get too hard on it. Yeah. So I just want to double check. So Kareem Kilani came in second. He's shooting a Delta Striker. So he's the one that shoots the on-shoots Fortner action.
Oh,
That's
that's
straight
him.
pull.
Okay.
That's him. Yeah. So he came in second at this
Nice.
match. So I think he's podiumed the last two matches, Nanaimo in this match. So he's going to be creeping up there too. Yeah, he's in the running for top 3 nationally. Kind of just quietly behind the scenes racking them up.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So-
I meant to ask you this before, but in terms of standings,
Yeah.
since the Sniper Series is its own series,
Yep.
is the upcoming Sniper Series in December like a standalone for 2021, or does it count towards next year's series?
It's a 2021.
Oh, so winner takes it all kind of thing.
Winner takes it all. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a tough date though. Weekend before Christmas.
Well, that's the thing. If registration numbers are low, all the more reason to make it out there and try and battle it out for first.
Yeah, that's true. Eh?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Should be good. How does it work? Because I don't think my sniper buddy can make it anymore. So I'm gonna try and find a new one.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just have to
Find a new one.
Did we list our partner in the registration? I can't remember. I think we did.
I think you did. Yeah. Is your partner
Okay.
Colin?
It was Colin, yeah.
It was Colin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that today.
But
So-
it's so close to Christmas for him with family, so
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know. It's tough. I suggested January, but
I think Kevin's exam schedule didn't
Yeah.
allow that.
yeah. So this year we're just doing what we can, and we'll try and recover for next year. That's the thing. So, but yeah,
I don't mind.
X20.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun to be the sniper guinea pigs or whatever.
Oh man, X22. Like this year, we didn't even get one. I had hopes for having at least one. That was a Sherwood Park one that got canceled like last minute. Like
Oh yeah, okay.
like I
Okay.
literally have a third of my truck is X22 gear. That
Oh.
isn't good. That I've just been carrying around for 2 months. It's
Just
like,
wasting your fuel
yeah.
efficiency.
Every time I look at it, I just go, oh.
Oh, by the way, how are the gas prices out west? They're brutal, huh?
So the cheapest is in Alberta. I paid $1.37 a liter.
Okay.
The most expensive was $1.64 in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So
I heard it hit
Saskatoon's
170 there somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably Vancouver.
Brutal.
But it's funny, like even like it was cheaper on the remote islands.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Salt
okay.
Spring Island was like cheaper there than Vancouver, which doesn't make sense because
Yeah, it's
you know,
interesting.
you got to put on a boat to get there. So I don't understand.
Maybe they put it on a sailboat now. So
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah. So anyway, that's just one of those things. Yeah. What else is there? The NRS dates are up. Yeah. What's gas now? I don't even know what it
It's
is out there.
just above 140. I paid 143 last night for gas. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but like anything over like 135 right now,
Yeah.
like as soon as it drops below 135, I'm filling
Yeah.
up no matter what, even if it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like a quick top off. Yeah.
Yeah.
46 inch drop.
Yeah. You financial guys.
It
Fill
just
up
sucks.
the back seat. Fill up the trunk.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was talking to Thomas today about the finale match in a couple weeks. Like,
Yeah.
it was cold on the weekend. It was pretty chilly, and like
Yeah.
Southern Ontario, late November, we're gonna probably be hovering around 0 to
Yeah.
5 degrees, right? So
Yep.
it's gonna be much different than that. Even more match
Yeah.
shot.
It's so the good thing is you only have to expose your fingers for 2 minutes.
right.
You can just jump them back in
But-
with like.
But it's just such a different way of conserving energy, you know? Like in the heat, you're doing one thing. In the cold, it's so much
See-
more bulk and like
Yeah.
clothing to carry around and stuff.
Well, think about it. It's like a shooting jacket, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I don't know. I would rather do -20 than even more.
Oh, I would rather do anything than even more.
Like that was brutal. That was the worst. That was the worst match ever. So I've already got my gear planned out. I've got like everything in 2 duffel bags. Bring 2 sets of clothes.
As long as it doesn't get us wet in wet snow or rain, we're fine.
Yeah.
As soon as we get wet, it's just game over. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get wet. I don't think it's gonna get wet. It'll be like your December, almost December. So it'll be cold.
Yeah.
As long as it's not blizzarding. That's the nightmare. When snow starts blowing sideways into your optics and your actions.
At least you can read the wind that way.
True, but you can't see your targets.
Fluffy snow is the best for reading wind.
I guess. I had a miserable time at Ron's last year, and that you had the
best time of your life at Ron's last year.
Did I? No, I don't think so. There was one target. I think it's over there, and I was just sending it.
Well, remember the long range target off the boat in the second?
Yeah, the one in the tree. The one in the tree line.
Like 380 yards. No one could actually see where it was.
No, but I got a couple of points on that somehow.
Yeah.
So, but I was basically aiming toward where someone said it's above this tree.
Yeah, look for this
it's
branch.
Like, look for this branch. It's in there. I said, okay, buddy. I think that violates some of the firearm safety rules. Make sure of your make sure of your target and what's behind it. Oh man. I think I answered your question already, Doug. Your multi-barrel question, was that the one, or did you have another one?
It's a no.
It's a no for me, dog. You can call me. You can call me later. We can discuss it, but it's going to be no, because then everyone's going to want to do it, and I'm just going to have to. It just gets too crazy from an admin perspective.
Yeah,
but hey, so at that match, we are going to be testing triggers. So all you gamers, if you have a Ruger 1022 that pulls below 3.75, you're going into open.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
There's no stock 1022 that is not below 3 pounds.
Yeah,
trigger.
like 375 would be a great stock trigger. I don't know what the BX25s are pulling at.
So the upgraded BX triggers are anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds, I would say. I think mine breaks at closer to 3 pounds, but it's a lot nicer than the stock.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, the best trigger I've found for the money is the Tandem Cross Ultimate.
So is the Tandem Cross a trigger pack, or is it a replacement of parts?
It's a replacement of parts.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's a replacement of parts, and it's so nice. Like obviously the kids are great, phenomenal.
I was just about to say I'm shooting a kid
but that's double the price.
Yeah.
For the money.
It is, yeah.
For the money, it's pretty good. I mean, there's a couple of Volquartz and Hammer Sear spring kits you can buy. Power Stop has a couple, but in and around that same price, the Tandem Cross has it beat by miles. Just it's crisp. The reset is crisp, like super. It's perfect.
I went into my old 1022 and just polished up some of the surfaces a while back, and that actually made quite a difference. Maybe not for pull weight, but just for like the smoothness of everything.
Yeah, you don't want that grunchy.
Yeah, it's not like it's not pulling on like some cereal.
Yeah. That shark skin feel.
It's not great. And lately I've been trying to decide whether or not I like 2-stage or single stages more. I can't decide. They both feel, good. I know some people are strongly,
Yeah, one way or the other?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't decide yet. So we'll see.
I like a good 2-stage. Thing about a 2-stage is you got to set it up right.
Yeah, of course.
You got to set up the way you like it, and at that point it becomes, I don't know. I set up my 2-stage so it feels like a single stage. Right? Well, you got some take up on a break, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like...
But for a 2-stage, the break is usually lighter than a single stage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've never lost or won a match because of the trigger type.
No, I don't think it would affect that.
I do like a flat trigger, though.
Same. After going with the trigger techs, I like.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, flat trigger is the way to go. Nice. And then Ryan Stacy posted about the hollowed out trigger.
Yeah, the new. There's a slot in it, right?
It's better.
It's better than the flat trigger. It's like
I gotta talk to Mark. There's less, so it's more.
Yeah, so if you're just like a regular guy, you shoot like the boring curve. If you're a cool guy, you shoot the flat trigger.
Yeah.
But if you're Ryan Stacy, you shoot the flat trigger with a slot in it.
Oh, I wonder if we can get one for the raffle build. Yeah.
I don't even know if there's like in production yet, like in terms of commercially available. I don't know.
I know a guy.
I know you know a guy.
I know a guy. He's already sent the prizes for the Eastern Championships already, so
cool.
It's on my house, I think. Should have gone out already. So.
I should just wait at your doorstep and just accept packages that come to your house and be like, "Yep, I am Rick. I will take that."
I am Rick. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. So I got confirmation. Vortex is back as a major sponsor next year for ORPS and Rimfire race guns. So, but I mean, we're probably almost double the number of ranges this year versus last year. Like we added so many.
Well, if there's one company that can support even more clubs, it's Vortex. So.
It's Vortex. I mean, they did so much for us. I mean, literally every club got a great prize pack.
Yeah.
Right. There was one club was somebody told me, "Hey, did you send me the CRPS prize pack by accident?" No, dude, that's ORPS prize pack.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And some of the optics, like red dots especially, they're giving out are some nice stuff. Like there was, there was
Vortex
like a prism.
Yeah, the Venoms. There were some Venoms on there, and I was like,
those are sick. Yeah.
I know.
I didn't get one unfortunately, but I saw a couple.
Like,
so.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably the range finders, binos. Yeah, it depends on what's in when prizes get shipped out. But there's hats, man.
Yeah.
Hats. My wife said, "Are you going to like the clothing business or something?" It's like hats and shirts out the wazoo. I was like, man, it's good. It's good though. So I really appreciate their support. Yes, Mark. Thank you, Vortex, indeed. Yeah, it's nice as a local shooter to see that on your prize table. It's pretty comforting to know that big companies are thinking of you. You know. So, yeah. What else? Anything else, man? What else going on? We're an hour 30 almost.
Yeah, not too much more that I can think of anyway. I have been shooting a lot, but it's just testing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like the new rifle build and the voodoo parts and everything. So I need there's so much I want to cover with the voodoo. I need to think about how to structure a video so it's not an hour long.
Yeah, what you need is a multi video series and just break it down.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, you can never make everyone happy because some people want to know every single detail, like the timeline of why it took 3 months, and other people just want to know what the issue was, right? So, I think I'll like aim for a detailed video, but all the important points I'll just get out of the way quickly. So if you don't want to watch the rest of the nitty-gritty,
right. Short answer: it's fixed now. Here's what got fixed, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like, here's the issue. Here's how they fixed it. And then if you want to know more, I'll talk later. So.
That's it.
But running it at the range today was really nice. Like, just super smooth.
Yeah. I want to. Yeah. I don't think I've tried a 360 yet.
Well, if we're in the same squad at the finals, Rick, I know a guy who has a
360. We will probably be in the same squad. I gotta check if you already have too many people that I'm not gonna crowd it. I always wait till the last get kind of fill in where the holes are.
Right.
You know, just I don't wanna take someone else's spot, but I'll squeeze myself somewhere. But I would shoot with you guys. I don't think I've ever not shot with you guys.
Yeah, not when we're at the same match. Yeah.
No. No. Well, we're like the Rimfire Nation crew. Except for John, he does his own thing.
Yeah, John does do his own thing.
Yeah, I don't think he likes us.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen Kevin? I haven't heard from Kevin in ages, man. Have you seen
it? I actually have one of his scopes he has to pick up for me, so I think we're going to shoot together this weekend. Maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I'll hand him his new scope, and then we'll practice a bit. And then I'm sure he'll tease me for fixing the voodoo finally.
Yes. I'm just looking at how much the $24.99. $24.99 is a Voodoo barreled action.
So that's the V22. The 360 is a little bit more, a couple $100 more.
Okay.
Yeah, but off the shelf, yeah, 25 for a Voodoo.
Yeah.
And then you still need a chassis, trigger, scope, obviously, and mags. Actually, mags are actually a significant portion of the cost of a Voodoo ownership.
Did you get the aluminum mags?
I did, but only because they offer them in more than 10 round capacity. And there's so many 12 round stages these days. I just wanted a 12 round mag.
Just change mags like everybody else, you cheater.
No,
just practice your mag changes. You could be fast like me.
Oh, you know what was a real? Sorry, just talking about the Voodoo. You know what was a real big punch in the gut was when the part arrived. There was a $103 brokerage fee.
No, oh, screwed.
Just talking about additional costs for Voodoo. That really that was like a slap in the face.
That's like the Voodoo tax.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, we fixed your rifle, but you got to pay $100 to have it work.
Oh man.
I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna turn them around, right? So
yeah.
But that was an unexpected cost to get the Voodoo running.
Yeah. Total build for a Voodoo. You're looking at $3,500 with a chassis.
I was gonna say with a scope, more than that.
No, just with a chassis. Like I figure people have scopes lying around, right? So $2,500 barreled action, triggers $500, chassis another $1,000. Yeah,
it was the brokerage fee by UPS when they showed up at my door. The guy was like, I was working from home, right? So the guy's like pounding on it. I was like, why won't he just leave it at the doorstep? So I come down. He's like, yeah, I got a parcel from you from the States. There's $103 brokerage fee. It's like, oh, are you serious? Like, okay, well, I guess I'm paying that. But
yeah,
it kind of sucks.
I don't know why they didn't ship it by like regular mail.
Well, I think it's because they wanted to get to me quickly. We can finally end this chapter of the Voodoo situation, but it still sucked.
Yeah. And a brokerage fee is different from taxes. Brokerage fee is just them handling it, clearing it across customs. Because
I think
if it's made in the U.S., there shouldn't be any taxes or duties on it, right?
It depends. It depends on what it is, I think.
Yeah.
So I know, but that was not fun.
It probably wasn't a very big part either.
It was a very small box. It was like a box this big. It's just like,
oh man, that's brutal. That's brutal.
So it is what it is. But at least it's working. At least it's fixed. Imagine I paid that and it didn't fix the issue. Then we'd have an issue.
Yeah. Oh man, so, they must be working so hard to get all those resolved. It's like,
well, the thing is, it's not affecting all of the 360.
Yeah.
It's a handful of them, right? So.
Yeah, never buy Gen 1, man. What's the matter with you?
I really wanted that 60-degree bolt throw.
Like, because the weird part was, one day you're that about it, the next day you have it. That was the weird thing.
It's crazy.
It was like, oh, that was crazy.
I'm pretty sure Tom at Go Big Tactical does not sleep.
No.
He's just he's wired on like coffee. Just IV straight to his arm all day.
He just ships. I mean, that's... If you wanna impress your customers, and he does on a regular basis. It orders and ships in the same afternoon typically. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, most of them.
I gotta head out soon, Rick.
No worries, man. Thank you for coming on. I think we'll wrap it up here. It's good catching up. Thanks to all
hearing about your Western adventures, and I can't wait to hear how the sniper series.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be good. It's a good venue. It's gonna be cool. So we have there's the regular, which is you can sleep somewhere else or bring as much gear as you want, and then there's the extreme division, which is you must self-support. Yeah. Everything you're going to use for the camping overnight must be carried. I think because it's getting cold, we're gonna give them an action to drop a bag at the staging area. Right. So like that's the winter weight sleeping bag and winter weight tents. So yeah, nice. So that'll be the one concession to the weather. But everything else you're carrying, food, water. So
do you know what the distance is total that they're hiking?
Not yet. We're gonna walk it off next.
But it's probably a couple kilometers, right? It's
not just like, yeah. I mean, it's probably going to be less. So it'll be gentle this year.
Okay.
Just because I don't think anyone understands what it is, and we don't want to kill people,
Yeah,
right?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you say, it's like Mammoth Sniper Challenge. Well, what does that mean? Well, it's basically a hike with shooting in between.
Yes, exactly.
So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us. That wraps up. Last week I was maple seeding, so that's why I didn't get off the range till it was like dark. And being in BC, it's 3 hours. 3 hours later.
We
so.
would have been podcasting at like 12 midnight here.
Yeah, that would not have worked out. So and plus I'm pretty tired after a full day of maple seeding. So it's just funny how it just ends up being on a Wednesday. Well, actually, it's on a Wednesday because that gives me Thursday, Friday to get ready for the match on the weekend. So. And then the next one is Tuesday. Next Tuesday we're in Winnipeg. I don't know if there's any spots. I think we sold the last one to Sean Marginet. There might be one spot left on that one. It's going to be a full line, which is going to be good. And then I drive home from there. So my family's waiting to see me. So yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Shout out to Asmir's Tesro for doing the job. If you're looking for precision shooting accessories and any of your Ely and SK ammo, check out Tesro.ca. Take it easy. See you guys later. Thanks, everybody.